Hi YouTubers, right, today I saw Baywatch, based on the 1990s show, which I did watch back in the day, and I noticed it's been slated by critics. I know it's been slated by critics, but it's a shot in the dark. I actually enjoyed it. Listen, I watched the original show, and for those who never watched the original Baywatch, it wasn't really a show about death, okay? It wasn't kind of had deep meaning to it. It was a bunch of beautiful people with flowy hair, ran in slow motion, bouncy, yes. Yeah, that was Baywatch. Now, the thing is this. Now, I knew straight away that Baywatch was a show, say film, which probably would do good at the box office, because unlike a lot of shows which definitely came out later on DVD, even Blu-ray, 21 Jump Street, the TV show, for example, I know Baywatch went off the air like kind of the mid noughties, and it's never really been back on either on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. So for the next generation, don't know anything about it. But the thing is, sometimes you don't need a TV show to know to even enjoy a film. A good example is this: Get Smart. I had no idea it was a TV show. It wasn't broadcast in the United Kingdom. Never even heard of it. I enjoyed the film. I actually noticed there was a bit of kind of power with Inspector Gadget with Max Smart, and a bit of Inspector Gadget vibe to him, which kind of Inspector Gadget was kind of based on Get Smart. There you go. God, what else? Okay, not the content, not the TV show, but the content of the film. Okay, Romy Michelle's high school reunion. Quite extensively in that film, they're screaming about "I'm the Mary and you're the Rhoda." European and British audiences, what the hell are they talking about? Mary Tyler Moore. So sometimes things don't translate. Another example is My Favourite Martian. Never heard of it. Based on a Disney film or TV show. Never heard of. Didn't think the film was that bad. So sometimes you don't need to watch the original film or TV show to actually enjoy the film. There you go. Just as an example, okay? There's 3 examples just there. However, it is. Now, watching a show back in the day, it was not deep. It was stupid. There's a really good website on YouTube, I'm going to link to it, called Baywatch, which kind of pokes the idea of Mitch screaming out, "My save." Yeah, it's just her ad-libs and her little voiceovers at various points is absolutely hysterical, so I'm going to put it into it. This cast follows on the same kind of theme, but a lot more F-bombs, honestly. If I took a shot every time there was an F word in this, I would have been dead. Now, the original Baywatch was kind of more aimed at kind of like family audiences, in with the slow motion and the bouncy. Yeah, so it went, that was a little bit jarring after all. So I get okay that it was a 15, and so they're making it for a lot more an adult audience, but at the same time it got a little bit distracting. However, I couldn't hate this. I mean, the original idea, the premise was so stupid, and I kind of like the fact that this really sends up the original TV show's own stupidity. It's kind of genius in that respect. Once again, not deep or really that intellectual, you know. So let's just get a few things out of the way. The plot. Okay, so Mitch Buchanan, played by Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, is basically, he is like the god of Emerald Beach, the Miami beach that he works on. He's done over 500 saves, everyone worships him, and I sat there thinking, the original Mitch Buchanan from the TV show David Hasselhoff, is the original Mitch dying? And this is like his dying dream, because this is a world where everyone falls to their knees and worships Mitch Buchanan. He pretty much like arrests people. Well, he doesn't arrest people, he hasn't got that jurisdiction or whatever. And everyone's like, "Mitch, we love you, we love you." He has, the whole beach worships this lifeguard, okay? And he loves it, you know? Yeah, so it's that kind of set. Okay, Mitch is beloved, and now he's got to pick a couple of new rookies. And he picks Summer and, CJ. Matt Brody, who's played by Zac Efron, and I'm going to give some respects there, okay? Zac Efron plays Matt Brody, who was also from the TV show, who in this film is a disgraced Olympian, doesn't work well with others, arrogant, hot-headed, and, okay, the promise is so stupid, okay? Brody's made some bad life choices. Yeah, there's actually some pretty good chemistry between Zac Efron and Dwayne Johnson. They kind of mesh well together. They're both arrogant, they both hate each other, they both take the piss out of each other. Brody is called High School Musical at one point, and Justin Bieber, because remember how he got his start? High School Musical films, God. Thank God he doesn't sing. At one point he wears a dress, and I was like, I shouldn't be saying this, okay, but Zac Efron's got nice legs. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't convince for a second, but nice legs. Nice legs, Zac Efron. Okay. And they clash and they're hot-headed, and I'm going to give a shout out to one role that impressed me. Now with the so I'm bringing up cast list right here right now, okay? With these rookies, 3 get picked. One of them was Matt Brody's going to be inevitable, okay? One of them is it CJ Parker? No, not CJ Parker. It's Summer Quinn, okay? And it's really, I've never even heard of this actor. My name is John Bass, who plays Ronnie. I haven't heard of him in anything before, but I'm going to give a shout out to his performance, because he is, when you first meet him, he plays the stereotypical nerd, you know how it is, IT geek, knows it all, has a total crush on Summer, and, total crush on CJ. And yeah, it's a little bit, I mean, you're watching it thinking, but I give this guy his dues. It kind of circumvents the stereotype. He's still a nerd, but spoiler here, he gets picked to become a rookie. He is a tech geek. You don't really see him doing saves, but he appears very, very competent at it. Okay, fine, he acts like a teenager around CJ, but at the same time, CJ's kind of got an air of dorkability with her. You know what I'm saying? So, Ian Gage is absolutely beautiful, minds in slow motion, that kind of stuff. They've got quite a good thing going on there. It's quite sweet. So, yeah, it kind of, you've got to suspend disbelief in some ways. But I'm going to give John Bass some respect here as Ronnie. I generally liked your performance. So, I mean, when I first saw you doing the trainee to become a rookie, a lifeguard rookie, I was thinking, here comes the nerd, he's going to fail. No, good determinator, knows what he wants. I see it collects very, very well when he's not going nuts over CJ. And he got some nice, good lines. So shout out to John Bass as Ronnie. I liked your performance. Okay, see? So just shout out to him. Okay, back to the actual plot. So the wealthy industrialist, what's her name? Victoria Leeds, played by Priyanka Chopra, okay, who is basically manufacturing drugs to kind of bring down the prices of the beach, to kind of buy the surrounding hotels and businesses and take over this stretch of Malibu. Yeah, it's a bit dumb. Okay, there's this bit at the beginning where she's like, my brother got the company, my father's company, you're not me because I'm a woman. And I decided to figure, no love, you just because you're batshit crazy. Honestly, okay, Azula from Avatar could have taken hints from that. She's batshit crazy. Beautiful, but batshit crazy, okay? That's what kind of I like about this thing. Everyone goes on, okay, about the sexism and that kind of stuff with Baywatch. It's equal stupid, okay? Honestly, okay, the male gaze and the female gaze are virtually identical. The premise is so goddamn stupid. And I started to figure, I'm really not offended by this, because male gaze and female gaze are kind of literally the same. So, yeah, it kind of sends up the original Baywatch quite well. So I'm going to throw that in there. So that's her plan. She's manufacturing drugs. And instead of Mitch Buchanan taking, letting the cops sort this out, decides to do the cop's job and solve the crime himself. And it is literally, okay, Mitch is a hothead. He is wild. He literally is like the god of the beach. And he neglects his duty to kind of solve this, where he really shouldn't have done, because, must have. But it's so goddamn stupid. All you've got to do is kick back and enjoy it. Once again, it is not deep. It's stupid, beautiful people on a beach. Here you go. And one thing I did like is Zac Efron's character as Matt. He is an idiot. Okay, well, his kind of premise is, he's a hothead too. But at various points, he sits there and brings out bits of logic, like, should we let the cops handle this? And Level just ignores him. I just thought it was a nice touch. Like, at times, Zac Efron, at moments, he appeared to be the only sane man there. Nice touch, okay? So, this idea is ridiculous. So, they have to basically find out who's manufacturing the drugs, Victoria, stop Victoria. And a nice kind of finale regarding so much special effect is unbelievable. Yeah, so much, overkill was underrated, to quote the A-Team. But at the same time, now everyone stated this, because one thing it is, making it 15, obviously, okay, this is not suitable for kids, but it could have been. Just a couple of edits. If you like your dick jokes, they're there. If you like stupidity, it's there. If you like beautiful people on the beach, it's there. There's two really nice cameos. One is the original David Hasselhoff, and he gets like a little mid credit sequence, okay? And the other one is obviously Pamela Anderson, who, God, slow-mo. I like the fact they actually lampshade the fact that it's slow motion. At one point, okay, one character says to another, "Did you see Ryan in slow motion?" I was like, "You can see her too." At the end, when Pamela Anderson shows up, she's just doing a slow motion hair flick, and it's kind of like, we could be here forever. So there's nothing really kind of wrong with Baywatch. It's just it was always going to be a struggle to find this audience. But it doesn't mean it's a bad film. The two characters, Dwayne Johnson and Zac Efron, work so well together. A lot of people cast are very, very underused. But with buddy comedy, the focus is on these two characters, which means the other characters being Andrea Didio, Kelly Rogbach, and John Bass as Summer, CJ, and Ronnie respectively. They kind of got a little bit underused, which was a shame. But when they work well together, they work very, very well together. It's just a shame, okay, they're definitely not going to be a sequel with this, because I enjoyed this. Being the first generation to watch Baywatch, once again, not looking for depth. Some edits were a little bit jarring regarding sequences, regarding people. I did notice that. Editing regarding conversations from different angles, but the same scene, if you will. Little editing mistakes regarding body and movement. Some of the jokes did kind of fall flat, but once again, not going for depth. And I would give every single actor their dues on this, because they're working their arse off. I especially really, really liked CJ Parker, Kelly Rogbach. Okay? I really, really liked the performance, because the original the original CJ Parker was Pamela Anderson's character. She was ditzy, into kind of crystals, meditation, beautiful, yes, of course. And I kind of liked the way, but she was generally a nice person, and I liked the fact that it translated really, really well to Kelly Rogbach. Once again, a beautiful woman, but she had a really, really good personality. So she was very, very kind of sweet, kind of like a little kind of Genki girl in a way, but she's sort of good in everyone, which was the same characteristic that the original CJ Parker had. Just saying. And I like the fact that it also mentions Hawaii, because that's where the later episodes of Baywatch for Miami got transferred to, which starred a very, very young Jason Momoa. Yeah, from Game of Thrones and Aquaman, yeah, him. Also Conan. So, this film is stupid, okay? Don't take it seriously, just sit back and enjoy. It's over the top, there's explosions where there shouldn't be. But even though it has its faults, it is not a perfect comedy. I laughed at various points, and every single actor in this was trying their best, and the Hoff's cameos were, there's at various points where you see the original Hoff, original Mitch Buchanan, and new Mitch Buchanan standing together, and you're like sitting thinking, my God, I mean, let's face it, Dwayne Johnson is definitely not David Hasselhoff. But there was a lot of fun with that. I thought he'd be playing his dad, but no, he's not. But one question, though, is this. Now, in the original TV show, there was Hobie, Mitch's son. Okay? So, there was a thing, I think it was a flyaway line, and maybe it would have some meaning later on, where they're having the rookie tryouts. And I believe it's Summer turns around again and says, basically, being a rookie is kind of like, being like an absent father. Okay, because into your life then leaves, and I thought it would kind of lead on to Hobie showing up. Hobie was Mitch's son in the original show, and their kind of relationship was very integral to the original show. Never did. I thought it wasn't a throwaway line. I thought it would have some meaning. So I was kind of miffed that there was no Hobie, but this film's good. Don't go in there looking for depth. Okay, the original show wasn't deep. It was dumb, stupid, and just check out Baywatching under these links. So, we talk about the villain, okay, Victoria. Underused, very, very underused, but it wasn't about her. She was beautiful, she was kind of dumb in a way. I mean, but she had this like this master plan. It's quite funny how she mentioned quite earlier on. Her plan is like, you know, she's not a Bond villain. And I'm thinking no, because no Bond villain would think that far ahead. It's such a stupid idea, isn't it, for a villain in your story? You just want to bring these drugs into this beach, devalue the property to buy it. It's genius, but it's also quite stupid. But again, it shows a lot of Bond villains in a way. So, thanks for watching this. Go see it. It's not that bad. Sign off, YouTubers. Take care, and bye now.